What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 86 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vlad and Isabella Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, with the fall of Karag Orud, the Lamians, or the Court of Libaros, they don't want to be called Lamians, that's for sure. The Court of Libaros faction is pretty much broken. We should be able to take out both of their remaining settlements with great ease. Hopefully we can vassalize the dwarfs as well in the meantime, and we are heading Jurgen to the Lost Plateau specifically for that purpose. In the meantime, we have Roderick, who has taken out Village, or at least the main army belonging to Village here, and we'll move on to Bloodwind Keep to sack that for money, and then onward towards the rest of these territories to hopefully finish up dealing with this portion of the map, although one of them will probably have to deal with the Unblessed Dread, and then start heading up this way as well, maybe at some point even to meet up with Ermin Bachmann as we move and take all of this nonsense. Norska and the Chaos Wastes have to be destroyed, and their stuff has to be given to our friendly Kislophites. Anyway, in terms of what we got to do this turn, as we recall from last episode, there really wasn't much, and we pretty much did everything, just waiting on the potential for a nice big battle between Dirk Barrackmere and Throg and his little minion army here. So, in that light, we're going to skip the rest of... Oh, damn, there was a commandment available somewhere. Where was the commandment available, I wonder? It would have had to be either Karag Orud, and it was Karag Orud, alrighty. So, can we build the wall? Nah, we can't build the wall right now, alright, fine. We'll immediately go to Foster Terror for that extra little bit of growth, and then we'll end the turn and hope we get a nice big fight here, or here. Otto Zubissendorf has also potentially got himself a fight, and I don't think he can summon anything else in this army that would make it go better, unfortunately. I only say unfortunately because we don't have a single corpse card here, which is going to make this battle a lot more difficult, as the Vamps are just so reliant on those buffs. Also, there's a very good chance that all of these armies are soon going to be sailing across the water and attacking us, huh? That's a lot of stuff to deal with.
Against council orders.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, fortunately, we don't exactly border anything, but, well, I suppose we will start doing so in some soon-to-be time. Well, whatever. Whatever. Back to Dirk Barrackmere here, or to Otto as well. Either one is fine. Both of them were supposed to be temporary armies. So, honestly, what we want is for them to win, but we also want to at least delete Otto's army, and probably Dirk's army. Dirk was supposed to take over one of the southern armies. He doesn't need to be here right now. I'd also really love to vassalize the Ghost of Pahwaks, but I'm not entirely sure how we could go about achieving that at this point, because there's no territory that we could give them, and there's nothing they want, damn it. Hopefully we don't have to destroy them. But our empire's pretty big, and I'm pretty sure we can absorb them if we really wanted to. Village. After losing your main host, it looks like you want peace, but that's not going to happen. There's no point in it. And we might as well keep you somewhat alive for now until... Ooh, hello. Yes, alrighty. So, what do we have here? They will be attacking us. The ambush did fail, but it's 2-on-2. Big army versus big army. This looks pretty exciting to me. It should be a lot better because Dirk, at the very least, unlike Otto, does has corpse cards and that Mortis engine. He's level 13 as well, which is not too bad. Though Throggy, I believe, is a higher level. What are we dealing with here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of mammoths in this army, plus 4 units of monstrous infantry there. Plenty of skinwolves as well. Also, I like how things are like, you know, flying monster, or monstrous infantry, or other monstrous infantry, and then skinwolves are just skinwolf. It's its own thing, and I guess war mammoths are as well, but I suppose there's many types of war mammoths, and I suppose there's several types of skinwolves as well. But anyway, here we go, cinematic time. Alrighty, here we go, 2-on-2, and Dirk Barakamir will be leading this one. Should be a fairly interesting fight. I'm excited for this one, especially as it's always fun to watch these epic clashes with massive amounts of units. Plus, they have a pretty big infantry line, a lot of monstrous infantry, especially if we count the skin wolves, lots of mammoths and stuff to fight our fairly decent amount of elite units as well. We got a Vargulf, a Terrorgeist, a Mortis Engine, plus our Lord, a couple units of Blood Knights in the background, plus all of these reinforcements from the Tower of Crack garrison as well. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit while both our reinforcements join the field, and so do the enemies. Alrighty, and we're going to try to get into position as quickly as possible. We do have one little piece of impassable terrain here, which we are obviously going to be using as a bit of a wall, and these wooded areas may come in handy, especially if we can force the enemy to use their monstrous infantry or other large units to fight in those particular areas. Looks like the enemy is going to send forth its Marauder Horsemen to act as skirmishers, fairly sensibly, especially as we're an undead force and don't have too many answers to them, but we do have our Terrorgeist as well as our unit of bats to harass them back, and hopefully far enough away. The enemy does have a little bit of an air force of their own, the Cold Voider Frostworm plus a Feral Manticore that they'll be sending towards us, and we will be trying to counter with our own units. Also, is it this map, or is this like Fog of War or something, right? It's weird, it's everything gets blurry until you're really close to the units. I don't think this is my computer, but it's definitely happening. Wait, why does the mammoth get... Huh. Wait, look at this. The mammoth seems to get more furry from a distance. Why would it get more furry? That actually just seems even stranger, huh? Maybe it's because they look better in silhouette from a distance when they're more furry? Huh. Really odd. Really odd. Yeah, I can barely even make out our own army like this, but not to worry, we'll be zooming in a lot with this battle. Now I've decided to go for a really wide front this time around, mostly because we have a lot of units of Crypt Ghouls and a fair amount of units of Cav, 5 now in combination of the Blood Knights and the Black Knights, and those 6 Crypt Ghouls as well. The wide front will mean hopefully that the enemy is distracted all here, which will allow us lots of room to maneuver and hit various units in the back, plus choose our targets a little bit more carefully. And choosing the targets carefully will mean hopefully destroying all those large units like mammoths and stuff. Anyway, it looks like these skirmisher Marauder Horsemen are back and are going to continue trying to annoy us, and so is this Feral Manticore going to try to deal with our Air Force. The bats are going to counter, and so is our Terrorgeist, so hopefully we can bring these air units down systematically, one by one. Cold Voider is going to use his Frost Breath on our Skeleton Warriors, kind of a waste when there's a unit of Graveguard right behind them, and a unit of Cairn Wraiths right behind them. But hey, hardly a complaint. And here come the Skin Wolves going to charge right through that badly damaged unit of Skeleton Warriors and into our Graveguard right behind them, but a little bit too close for the Crypt Horrors, who are going to start hitting them as well. And I do imagine that even with the anti-large of the Crypt, or the anti-large of the Skin Wolves, they probably don't want to be fighting a unit of Crypt Horrors while protected by a unit of Graveguard with a unit of Cairn Wraiths at the same time. Also, the Cold Voider has landed where both Dirk Barakamir as well as our Vargulf can hit it, and that doesn't seem like the best place to be either. The enemy Feral Manticore is in Rampage, but is also wavering and is in very bad shape, having fought the Terrorgeist, though it did manage to kill a decent amount of bats and has dropped the unit to nearly half HP. Here come the Mammoths, however, all 5 on the field, 4 Feral, 1 of the War Shrine variety, and we will certainly need our Blood Knights to deal with those units, and perhaps a little bit of a Spirit Leech spam from Dirk Barakamir. We do have a fairly limited amount of stuff we can cast. We don't have any Necromancers on the field, so no Raise Dead, only Command of the Unliving, i.e. raising Crypt Ghouls or Crypt Horrors on the field, and we do have to choose our moment carefully. Plus, we do not have access to an Overcast Invocation of Nehek, so our healing is limited, and no Wind of Death or anything like that, so once again, we will have to be relying on that Spirit Leech. Anyway, the Cold Voider is at maybe a third of his HP, maybe a little bit more, 40%, and hopefully we can now turn our attentions to it once the Manticore is gone, or once we've given up on it, if nothing else. The Blood Knights in the background have managed to catch and kill the Beasts of Tashnar, the Norscan Warhounds, which are actually a pretty good unit, so it's better that they are dead and not applying their anti-large as well, and then hopefully we can go after those other Skinwolves. Speaking of going after Skinwolves, there are more Skinwolves here now fighting the flanks, and looks like they're doing very good against the Crypt Horrors as well, but we do have more Blood Knights who can hopefully move in shortly and kill those for us. And there is a bunch of mammoths here as well, and once again now it is very important that we somehow try to pick our targets, isolate and kill them one by one. And there we go, Fimir Warriors versus Crypt Horrors. Graveguard and Crypt Horrors versus Marauders and Fimir Warriors. Who has the advantage? I'm inclined to say we should definitely have the advantage. We have poison on our side, plus the Graveguard are going to be a lot tankier than the Marauders are. But hey, the enemy does have a lot more giant units with a lot more splash than we do in the form of all these mammoths. It's a pretty epic clash of units, though. Quite enjoying this battle. I'm really happy that we got this to happen. I'm actually kind of happy that the ambush did not occur, that the ambush failed, because I think this is a better battle that we've gotten than we would have in an ambush. And there we go. And as we can see, the Blood Knights have moved into the flank, and with their own prowess have basically killed those units of Skinwolves that were devastating our own flanks. One unit left on this one, and I think the other one is completely dead. Looks like the Cold Voider is also dead, under the ministrations of our Terrorgeist and Dirk Barrackmere and the Vargulf, and is now going to try to run away with barely any HP remaining. Dirk, however, sees that and pops that Spirit Leech, instantly grabbing it out of the sky with a bony, ethereal hand. That was pretty nice. I like how it died immediately as the spell went down. Still plenty of mammoths to kill, however. That just because the Cold Voider is dead does not mean we don't have a lot of stuff still deal with. And hey, there's some Chaos Warriors that have joined the fray with the Marauders as well. Well, that's nice for them. That's a much better matchup. Chaos Warriors and Fimir versus the Crypt Horrors and the Graveguard. Alrighty, and once again we do have our unit, our Mortis engine, in the middle of the fray this entire time. It's only got 75 kills, which is actually a little bit less than I would be expecting, but it's already at 32k damage, and that's definitely more than anybody else has on the entire field. We don't even have to check. There's absolutely no way anybody's even close to that. In the meantime, our Crypt Ghouls have been moving around in the background and are ready to move in properly into the enemy's back line as well, and then will be followed shortly by the various Black Knights who are waiting for their opportunity. They're reasonably tanky, but fragile enough so that I don't necessarily want to commit them to the combat directly, and I'd rather wait for enemy units to start routing and then have the Black Knights chase them off. The Blood Knights can do the actual fighting in the middle of the fray. And speaking of, here come the Blood Knights together with the Crypt Horrors and the Spirit Leech going to support. We're going to try to bring down this War Shrine Mammoth and the other Mammoth as well. Enemy is doing quite a good job at keeping these two at least together where they can support each other. If it had been able to keep all 5 of them together in a little bit of a Death Star, we would have had much more trouble with them, especially as Throg would have been nearby them as well. But yeah, now this War Shrine gets focused by the Terrorgeist and by the Vargulf as well, and is nearly out. It's wavering, and our Blood Knights are going to give chase to the other Feral Mammoth over on this side as well. That said, it's not going all completely our way. As we can see, these Cairn Wraiths are melting. There's a unit of Graveguard melting. Another unit of Graveguard is down to 2 units and basically dead. Another unit of Skeleton Spears is dead, and there's still a few more units over on this side that are kind of hurt, but the enemy army is starting to waver. We've lost about 1,200 units, and that's a true number for once because we don't have access to raised dead. So yeah, and it looks like both armies have lost around 1,200 units, so pretty even at least in body count, even if everything else isn't quite even. And now, as we can see, lots of enemy units have started to peel away from the enemy front lines, and our Black Knights have begun to go to work, and so have our Blood Knights as well, though the Blood Knights are killing stuff that fights, whereas the Black Knights are just going to be preventing enemies from coming back. We did manage to summon another unit of Crypt Horrors via Command of the Unliving, and it looks like they will not be killed, but rather will actually dissipate. Although we did summon them pretty much in the middle of the enemy formation there. Your Masters desert you, your Mammoths also desert you. You are down now to 3 Mammoths by the looks of it. And I'm sure it'll soon drop further. And so is their unit count. Looks like we are definitely starting to overwhelm the enemy, which is absolutely the way it should be when you're playing an undead faction. And it looks like this Mammoth is running away, a Spirit Leech upon him, and the Blood Knights chasing him down. I bet the Blood Knights are always enjoying themselves doing these sort of things. Slaying Frostworms, going after Mammoths. This is absolutely something up their alley. And they're all probably itching to duel Wolfrek themselves. Alrighty, and I hear the horns of retreat, so I believe with that it looks like Throg has decided to shatter, and the rest of his army will follow suit. 2 Mammoths still remain on the field. Well, actually 3 Mammoths. This one's about to die, though. And let's see. Looks like Karl Shiptaker is nearly dead. Throg is not going to die. There's no way. He's got too much. He's got too much HP, and his regeneration is still active. We're not even going to bother trying to chase him down. And there are other units. Hopefully, we can just kill the Mammoths, kill all the other stuff like the Fimir. Probably not the Skinwolves because they're a little bit too fast unless a unit of Cav has already caught them. But hopefully, we can kill most of the stuff and then still auto-resolve Throg thereafter. It was a very nice clash of front lines, though. I really enjoyed that. And I did like the relatively parallel sort of armies, you know, with the larger elites supporting the blobby stuff, plus our Crypt Horrors echoing their Fimir and that sort of stuff. Though obviously we had Cav and they had pseudo-Cav in the form of Skinwolves, they had pretty much an equivalent amount as well. So yeah, close victory, and yeah, fair enough. I guess deserved, though all of our losses were probably pretty inconsequential, as they were just infantry, and we don't actually care about this army either. Now, let's see what the damage is, though. Alright, nice little fight, and it looks like the Dead Rise again was very much in our favor this time. I don't know how this fight would have actually looked in the replay though, because for me when I was playing it, it felt very strange. It was like Depth of Field was on, or like a Fog of War or something, because it was all very blurry. I don't know if this will repeat in the replay or not, so I may be talking after this has already happened, but it also may not have happened at all, because how the heck should I know? But yeah, it was very strange. I usually have Depth of Field turned off, and I specifically checked it was turned off because I don't like how it blurs everything, and well, that's the way that particular battle went, but well, hopefully it won't repeat itself. Anyway, let's see what we have. Looks like one of the Mammoths did survive, but hopefully by virtue of the fact that the enemy is in our territory, they will suffer attrition and actually lose a couple more of these units. Otherwise, we may have to give chase, and I'm not sure that we can catch them because this is kind of a weird territory to catch things at, but may still be able to march off. Anyway, let us, you know what, let's heal up so that these units at least are nice and healed in case we can auto-resolve again. And we'll see what they can do. And Tyrannok, what the heck do you want? You've ended our trade agreement. This seems like a bad idea. Why would you antagonize us when we have literally all the other elves as our vassals? Okay, buddy. We're not piecing out with the Dead Flag fleet, that's for certain. Helmet, Talabek clan, what do you want? You have ended our trade agreement. Why is everybody ending? What is going on here? Are some of these little factions preparing for war? Have they decided that all the other AI is too weak and that they... Oh, Dirk's been corrupted, damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to send minus 15 melee defense is just insane. And all we get is plus 20 base weapon damage? It's not even plus 20 attack, it's plus 20 base weapon damage. Why is that so garbage? Yeah, we'll need to send him out somewhere where the Chaos Corruption isn't screwing him over. And most likely our other Ghoul Lords will also be getting that shortly. And he isn't even in a place that's that high in Chaos Corruption. Plus 24, that's it? Huh. Okay. Bordelot is gone, Bordelot Errant rather, and Great Incantation of Xar performed, Ambush foiled, yeah, we noticed. Dreadfleet mission successful, you got yourself a Helm of Discord, though you won't be needing it, and it looks like you can in fact reach Throg and destroy him. And we'll go for him because, well, he has the better army here. Go. This should very much be auto-resolvable, and yes indeed it is, so do that. Yeah, we're gonna need to send him south as fast as possible. Total Dark Magic. Okay, well the healing isn't much here, so we'll return those captives. And are we still in our own territory? No, we are not. What if we go into channeling stance? Yeah, we can heal here because we have enough Empiric Corruption, so we could send you to the Bay of Blades. And oh, look at this. Huh, okay, so this is interesting. First of all, Jervis Shieldbreaker decided to go back to Longship Graveyard rather than attack at Norden, which does work out for us. Though on the other hand, I do wonder. Because now we can't delete auto until this is gone, and I suppose we could send Vlad out this way. What's the defenses like the Altar of the Crimson Harvest? Can this little stack take it? I would think not. At least I would hope not. Alright, fine. Vlad, you're going to... Oh, it's going to take a while to do this by land, but we should probably destroy this little army here. On the way. Annoying as that might be. Oh, actually, you can move fairly close to Longship Graveyard by land. I'm willing to bet that Jervis is going to run from Vlad. There's no way that he fights him. I'll be too scared. And you can auto-resolve this. This is going to cost way too much damage to us, isn't it? No, actually it isn't. Shocking. Actually, it still shouldn't have killed all those Vargheists, but, well, Vargheists are fragile. You always expect Vargheists to die. And the healing will do nothing for us. At least let us return back to full health, damn it. Vladi, you can go into... There's no point in going into channeling stance. You know what? Go into ambush. Wait, unless this guy came here to defend Longship Graveyard because Vlad is here, could that possibly be the case? You know what, I have no idea. He knows Vlad is nearby. Well, I guess we'll see if he runs or not. I was tempted to ambush just to keep him here, but it might be that by ambushing he will not be kept there, so who the heck knows. Alrighty, Waldekir, you go after Thommen here, and then right to Pack Ice Bay. And then, ooh, hello, where are you going, Akarak? Perhaps to fight somebody, perhaps to fight Yos. Where is Yos? He's sailing out. We can leave Dietershofen to these other guys. If he wants to fight Yos in the water, I'm very happy to allow him to do so. Let's just quickly grab this Remnants of Battle and fell cargo. Got a free trunk of maps and a Luckstone. Neither so great, but something at least. And then you can start moving out here, hopefully not through Attrition Sea. Okay, looks like you can march stance right there. Actually, looks like you can march down pretty much anywhere and not be in Attrition. Lovely. I really want this frickin' cavalry army to get a proper field battle against a massive foe here. You go to Pack Ice Bay. And... What? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We have 5 Crypt Cores here. Okay, fine. We're gonna have to fight that manually. Okay, let's just auto-resolve being obnoxious. Aldous. Question with you is, do we send you back around this way? Do we loop around? Grayling Moot probably... Can it defend itself against this? Maybe. They're pretty badly damaged. Once again, I was never intending on keeping any of these territories. Also, Aldous is probably going to get corrupted by, well, the corruption here very soon. He's been here, in fact, it feels longer than Dirk Barrackmere. No, whatever. Going to March stance. Ooh, actually, you know what? That's... Yeah, just go to Trollfjord in regular stance. And then we can take it and possibly move to Conquata. I wasn't originally intending to send him down here, but I guess we don't have to. We can send Yos over there while this guy moves up through these Norscan territories. We still have a lot of Norscan territory to take after all. Alright, well, that's decided. Let's see who else needs to do things. Bathilda is... Manny, you ran away from Talak. Come on now. Alright, well, it looks like Talak was a free take then. I really wasn't expecting him to run... Really? Okay, well, I guess that should be expected. Bathilda's always, the other resolve is always lying about her army. Manny's new army is a little bit weak. I'm actually hoping that Tic-Tac-Toe takes the Deadhead Monoliths, because I feel like perhaps we can give him back to Laqua at tier 3, I guess, and possibly vassalize him that way. And maybe by vassalizing to Laqua, since they're trading and defensive allies with the Ghost of Pahwaks, we can shortly vassalize the Ghost of Pahwaks, because they'll be weaker. Though we have to remember that that'll force the alliance between them to break, which ain't so great. Anyway, Jurgen, you have places to be. Go to Lost Plateau, attrition or not. Hopefully these guys don't conquer it. And Waller, you're heading out to Rosetra. Can you reach Rosetra in one go? Yes, you can. Lovely. And Maldwin, you can not quite reach Doomglade, but you're on your way. Waller, auto resolve this. Free Luckstone, occupy it. Nice, and we'll be taking away your stuffs shortly. Rosetra, ooh, spices. Rosetra, you can have a Gibbet, and you can have some growth via Necroplace. And I do wonder whether these guys will declare war on us or not. Well, I guess we'll have to see. And they don't like us very much anymore. I'm still not 100% sure why, but it's probably related to the followers of Nagash, but that's fine. If they fight us, they fight us. Nothing we can do about it. Wallach, are you... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's our last malevolent tree man, and then we'll need to build some Cathayan stuff afterwards. Speaking of Cathayan stuff... Well, we'll take a look at what's going on there in a second. Rudy, you want to sail out to sea, buddy? I think you do. I think it'll probably be faster to go by sea than by land, so yeah. Go ahead, you're going north. And are we gonna have to take Torakar? We're gonna have to take it ourselves, aren't we? Maybe we'll stop on by. I swear, these guys have stopped sieging and then started sieging like 20 times already. And this, this garrison has died and come back and died and come back. This is clearly broken. Like, this is clearly the AI has been programmed not to actually kill this faction. And it's annoying, but what can you do? Now, where the heck do we send Peter? I suppose the question is once again whether we actually need him to fight the lizards or not. If we don't need him to fight the lizards, and we don't need him to fight these guys, he could go this way. We still have to deal with Kugath and with this terrain. I forget, is Big Bird dead? No, Big Bird is still not dead, which means, yeah, we do need to go down there. I suppose we could send Peter to Big Bird while Bathilda takes care of the... takes care of these guys. I mean, I suppose we could just bombard this place, but I feel like I'd more so enjoy Bathilda destroying them than I would watching them all getting killed again by Peter's bombardment. Not that that isn't really fun, it's just that, I don't know. I really enjoy Bathilda's army. Alright, Peter, you move down there. Karaga Ridge, you're fine. We'll build a wall there, however. And what else do we have to do here? Waller, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you're all good. Rudy's good, Peter's good, Roddy. Ah, yes, I did just say, speaking of Cathayans, because I... Ooh. Can we reach both of these, I wonder? Can you reach Bloodwind Keep? You can. Okay, wait. Let's see if we can do this correctly. First of all, you're gonna auto-resolve this. This guy's gonna die. And we are going to... Wait, we were going to give that Rampager stand to somebody else. I'll resolve this. Let's hope that the damage isn't so bad that we lose units to attrition, and no, it looks like we're fine. We are going to heal up, even if it's very slight here. Then... Bloodwind Keep will have... Oh, really? It got its full garrison back? Yeah, that's kind of annoying. You might be able to kill this guy. Alright, fine. We're going to have to use Renki to grab Bloodwind Keep, then. Wasn't expecting to, but it's fine. Hopefully he can auto-resolve it. And no, he cannot. Yeah, okay. Game really wants us to... Alright, fine. Alright, move here. We really don't need to be fighting these weaklings again. And will anybody die if we do this? No, okay, we're good. And will anybody die to attrition? Looks kind of close for you. But we'll sack this. Rod of Flaming Death. Pigeon Plucker Pendant. At least we're getting a lot of items lately. Then you can't, well, at least you won't lose anything to attrition. You are gonna occupy it. Yes. Alright, looks like the ghouls will be together for at least one more turn as yet. And then I guess with Renki being so hurt, what we'll do is we'll send Renki down to grab Dragon's Crossing, and then we'll just have him cross southward towards the Blessed Dread while Roddy starts taking care of the rest of this. If we can avoid getting both of them corrupted, we can... well, we'll just deal with one of them being corrupted, hopefully. Also, you need to quickly move to Mingzhu because these guys are recruiting an army there. And soon you probably won't be able to take it from them. You still have a decent army. I mean, it's a tiny little army, but it is a decent one. And you. Can you take... yes. Swell. Another territory that we've been looking to get. Nice. And colonize this. Lovely, and then we'll start healing it up immediately. We probably don't need you anymore, do we? There's no more ruins here to claim. Actually, there is the Haunted Forest, but... actually, I do wonder if these guys can make it through. You know what? Maybe we'll keep you around for this. Alright, stay there for now. And just out of curiosity... ooh, this just went up to minus 28. Oh, that's not so good. It used to be at minus 20. Ugh. Okay, what was this? What is this worth? It's worth 19, okay. And Shrine of the Alchemist is worth also 19. And Veil of Titans is worth 26. Oh, lovely. What the heck is Veil of Titans? Oh, it's this one. Why is that one worth so much? I wasn't even planning on giving you this. I was planning on giving this to Imric. Huh. Okay, well, if he wants it, he can have it. I don't know why that he wants that thing so badly, but he's welcome to it. You are going to go right here.
Move us.
And you're going to go into ambush and destroy these camps. Like so. And also, how are you for vassalizing? Minus 49, still about the same. It was minus 50, now it's minus 49. How about these territories? 9... minus 1, and 14. 14 is not bad, but it's not enough. It is not enough. Still at minus 35, eh? Alright, well, how are we gonna vassalize you? Well, hopefully by growing these even further, they will be worth a little bit more. Let's get the charnel pit here, maybe just to grow it a little bit more. Maybe once this is level 3, they'd be willing to give up a lot more to get it. Yeah, that's the plan, but we need to go through a lot more turns for that to happen. Anyway, let's continue. Where were we? Ermine, you are going to take a new territory, so the Tower of Torment. You're probably also going to be corrupted soon. We're going to have a lot of corrupted Vamp Lords. But maybe the Kislevites will eventually reach a sort of critical mass and then be able to take stuff themselves. And oh, not if this is... that's going to be a problem. On the bright side, though, it looks like Serena Catherine is going to go after the Winter Pyre, so maybe we can start giving her all of these territories shortly, which will make them stronger. I think we'll need to send Ermine down here to deal with this stuff, though. And we still need to get her a Mortis engine. Maybe here? 4.7k? Yeah, alright. There looks like some decent battle markers there. I think maybe there would be a Mortis engine to be findable there. And we shall see. Let's see, Renki, yada yada yada, auto. Yeah, okay, no, we still can't move you, can we? Not until this is gone. Can't delete you. Edmund von Falkenstein, you are waiting to... yeah, you're waiting to get that unit. Okay, fine. Alrighty, well, not too much to do otherwise. We should probably check diplomacy, though. First of all, missions. Wargrove of... oh, we completed another mission. Yeah, okay, well, more missions from Wargrove. Nikari is somewhat unlikely. King Rotich is guaranteed, so let's go with you. And then Druzhina Enclave, I don't care about your missions, but I can also accept a King Ratik. Halzen. Kill Akarak? Sure. Carcassonne, kill Akarak and Thrud Stunty Spitter. Stunty Spitter, so I like the name. Karakazorn Camp, yeah, I can see that being destroyed. Why not? Alrighty, now, quick deal. Other checks. What do you have here? Ghost of Pahwak still getting friendlier, though not nearly as much anymore. I'd really like that non-aggression pact with you, though. How much money would it cost? 18k. I am tempted. Lazargs are willing to trade. Honestly, maybe we'll keep them around. Tyrannok. Oh look, they're almost willing to trade again. For 4k. What a weird little faction. Interestingly enough, it seems like Eataine and all of our other elven factions really don't like Tyrannok. Huh. Maybe don't do this. Let's leave him alone for now. Anybody else? Defensive alliance and become vassal. Okay, so what we want to do is vassalize you and you. I wonder if we could possibly vassalize Hexoatl somehow. Minus 38 is pretty damn steep, but if we were to take like one of Skeggy's main territory... Oh, he already has Skeggy. He probably doesn't care about Grey Rock Point. I'm willing to bet he'd do it for an ancient city of Quintex. Ooh, Specta, Zuma, and Wellsprings of Eternity. Oh, this means Rakarth is moving north. Damn, Rakarth's doing pretty good. Damn. Well done, Rakarth. If he takes Floating Pyramid and High Sentinel or Pahwaks, then we can use that into our favor. Anyway, unfortunately with that, we're once again out of time, and I am going to have to call the episode here. Next time we assault Talaqua real quick. We'll probably go through that super fast, because once again, it's an unnecessary battle, and the same thing goes for this little battle here. Both times auto-resolve is just being obnoxious. But otherwise, we'll probably look for battles like Tamar Hellcaster here, with Ermine, possibly a fight against some ogres. Greasus has nearly a full stack here, and frankly, this army ain't so great, so that might be a challenging fight if it actually happens. And Bruno might actually die fighting it, depending on what else is in this army. If it's a bunch of Stonehorns, he'll just lose, but we'll see. And then... what other potential battles? Oh, right. Next time we will most likely be destroying the Court of Libaras for good, and then probably deleting one of these armies, then making you into our aerial army, and then start sending you towards Kugath, plus sending these guys towards Kugath and the Caravan of Blue Roses as well. So hopefully we get something out of that, and then... we'll have pretty much every location in the old world. We'll just have to start moving towards the new world. Oh, it should be a fun time. Plus, of course, the errantry in Norska and the Chaos Wastes continues, but that's going to be going on for a long, long time. So, anyway, stay tuned for more Vlad. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.